My microphone was muted the whole time, so you didn't hear anything that I had to say, which was, hi, kiss and hugs. It's good to talk to you again. It's been such a long time. And we might as well just get started. Still can't hear? Hey, Radix. Hopefully you can actually hear me now. Too loud? Okay, I can adjust that. How about now? How is volume now? Okay, I think. Are we good? You guys are giving me a complex now. Put it back. Okay, Radix, you're good with sound. Kiss and hugs, how are you with sound? Okay, good, good, good. All right, we can probably get started then. Head back into our museum tour. Good times. Where was my actual save? Was it this one? Yes, okay, I had gotten the book and we couldn't decide that we wanted to call that person yet. So here's a couple of things that I realized I forgot to do. I love doing these, Kiss. Absolutely love them.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
Let's go back to hearing chemistry. Okay. I told myself okay, that's about the volume I was before. Is that good? I hope the volume is good now. It's exactly where it was before. Game is loud.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Can do that.
Ludwigs Tagebuch im Museum?
Ja,
Wo kann ich Ludwigs Tagebuch hier anschauen?
die Tagebücher sind ganz persönlich. Die sind in den königlichen Archiven. Niemand darf die lesen.
Aber
Nein, niemand darf die lesen.
danke.
How's the game volume now?
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Im Museum ist ein Brief von Ludwig über eine neue Wagner-Oper.
Ja, ja, ich kenne diesen Brief.
Wo kann ich mehr von dieser Wagner-Oper sehen?
Ja, ich weiß nichts über Wagner. Das hier ist kein Wagner-Museum.
Ja, ich weiß.
In Bayreuth befindet sich ein Wagner-Museum. Versuchen Sie es halt doch, ne?
Bayreuth. Danke.
Yeah, that might be a difficult balance to maintain because that's just how the game is recorded. Let me see if there's anything in the game options. Ooh. There we go. Let's try that. Oh, no, I don't really want to quit. There we go. All right, let's try that with the music in the game. Oh, you're right. That's. Hey, Orc. Good to see you. How you doing today? So, now that we've talked to that lady again, we can go back to written code.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
Yeah, the lady at the Ludwig I can't talk. The lady at the Ludwig Museum is not very nice. I want to know about Wagner? Go to the Wagner Museum. Now, I think.
I'm not sure why I'd want to call the biography's publisher.
Why not? Really? Really? Yeah. I might be doing things slightly wrong still. I think I need to go. Yes, you do contact the biographer's publisher later. It's kind of key, and it's a multi-step thing, which is why I want to do it now, but they won't let me. I think we need to go here. Yes. Type it on the wrong keyboard. I forgot the actual place. So it's going to be Starnberger C. Oh, I was close. I was very close. That was useless.
It's a memorial chapel.
It is a memorial chapel.
This is where he died. You must be Grace. Herr Dahlmeier.
Hello.
Josef. I didn't mean to startle you. I wanted you to see it. I feel him here the most, you know, more than at the castle. So, what did you want to know?
Kiss and hugs. I don't know if you actually remember this cross from our research into Ludwig the other night.
Professor Barclay says your hobby is Ludwig.
Yes. He was the last real king that Bavaria had. As a Bavarian and a history buff, well, that's enough to hook me right there.
But there's more, right?
He was a romantic, you know. A dreamer. And he was misunderstood, maligned. And
Sounds like you can relate.
me? Hell, I have it easy. At least I live in the 1990s. And not every eye in the country is on me. But yes, I can relate.
It's okay if you don't. I was specifically looking at it knowing that it was in the game.
You know about Ludwig's diary, right?
Of course.
How can I get my hands on it?
I'm sorry. I have been trying myself for 5 years. They keep it locked up tight in the Royal Archives and they don't let it out. They must think it contains things that will hurt his image.
They won't let anyone see it, not ever?
Only one person outside of the government ever got to see it, a biographer, Sir Richmond Chapel. He had friends among the German royals and they let him look at it.
Did you ever try to contact Chapel? Pick his brain?
No? And I don't believe I never thought of that. If you do and you find out anything, you must share.
It's a promise.
Now I'm going to be able to call the publisher, because now I've had that conversation.
Tell me about Ludwig.
I don't know where to start. There's so much. Politically, the most significant thing about Ludwig II was that he signed over independent Bavarian statehood to Prussia in 1870. Bavaria became a part of United Germany, and Ludwig became a figurehead prince under the Prussian Kaiser.
Why do you think he did that?
Bavaria had been involved in the 100 Years' War. People were tired of fighting. Prussia's push to unite the German states made some amount of sense. Still, Ludwig must have had other options. At the very least, he should have negotiated better terms.
So what was the real reason?
He was manipulated by Bismarck. At least that's what I think, anyway.
There is a lot of history in these games, no doubt.
What about Ludwig personally?
You'll find two perspectives on Ludwig. The view the tourists get is the romantic ideal, Ludwig the tormented loner. Then there is the historian's point of view. Ludwig was plagued with guilt over his sexual orientation and was driven mad with self-loathing.
But I take it you're not buying either point of view.
Well, it's all too convenient, isn't it? That he was a devout Catholic, there is no question, and I'm sure there were pressures on him to be normal. But he was no prude. He loved Byron. Yes. Philosophy, the French court. If anything, Ludwig was too much an egomaniac. He didn't give a damn what anyone thought. And besides, he didn't try to hide any of his relationships. If he suffered from anything in his romantic life, it was disillusionment. No one loved him back as purely as he himself loved.
Well, if it wasn't sexual guilt that tormented him, what was it?
I don't know. His diary was filled with self-guilt, but I'm sure it's not about that. If I knew, I'd write my own book, set the record straight, so to speak.
Have you read anything about Ludwig's midnight sleigh rides?
Oh, would that have been something? To be out at night and suddenly see him sweep by with his entourage? They say the night agitated Ludwig, and that being outdoors and the rushing feeling of the sleigh calmed him down. Sometimes even the sleigh wasn't enough. He would stop in some remote woods, order his servants to stay put, and go wandering off by himself for hours. It drove the servants crazy.
Tell me about Bismarck.
Bismarck. He was the Prussian Kaiser's chancellor. Not a nice man. Bismarck had a reputation for learning people's weaknesses and manipulating them. It's a matter of record that he had spies on Ludwig's staff. He may even have had a henchman even closer to the king, and he was involved in the conspiracy to declare Ludwig insane.
Oh, kiss and hugs. You are too funny.
Did you find out anything about the Black Wolf?
I did. I'd read about him before, but I hadn't realized that was who you were talking about. His name was Godin, Paul Godin. I found a reference to his being called the Black Wolf after you telephoned.
I've never heard of him. Who was he?
Godin lived on the fringes of the Prussian court. He was handsome, charming, dangerous, or so they say. He was variously rumored to have been a foreign prince, a Prussian spy, even an assassin. Since you were interested in him, I found out some things that are probably true. It said he came from abroad in the mid-1800s, but claimed high German blood.
Do you know where he came from?
No. And he was ruthlessly ambitious. He probably found out who held the power, Bismarck, and offered his services. Bismarck was a good judge of talent, of that sort anyway.
What else do you know about Godin?
He must have done something remarkable. Bismarck was not a generous man. He liked to string people along with promises, but rarely came through. He did for Godin, though. He gave him a royal title and lands in 1863. And that was the last reference I found to him.
Well, how could he just disappear?
It's not that unusual. Back then, when you were given a title, you usually changed your name and moved to a place where no one knew your past, so you could act with impunity. Or be a pompous ass and get away with it.
Is there any way to find out what Godin was called after he got his title?
Is it that critical?
It might be.
Well, you could send away for a copy of the entitlement deed, assuming it has been destroyed during one of the wars. Godin's new name would be on it. But you would need a research permit from the government to access those records, and they can be very hard to get. A lot of red tape.
Great. What do you know about Ludwig's hunting accident?
Very true.
A couple of years ago, I was introduced to this great old man, a real old-world farmer. Well, his grandfather was Richard Horning, Ludwig's equestrian. Oh, he told some great Ludwig stories. Sometimes I get lucky. Anyway, he said that after the hunting accident, Ludwig got terribly ill, that he had a fever and was acting crazy. They were afraid that the wolf had been carrying a disease or that the bite had gone septic.
A wolf bit him?
Yeah, it's not so unusual. There were a lot of wolves in the Alps back then. The servants were really worried, but Ludwig recovered, physically anyway. Horning's grandfather said it was the fever that broke Ludwig's mind, that he was worse than ever after that.
What do you mean Ludwig got worse after the accident?
Ludwig always had been a very private person. But after the accident, he got darker, more crazy. Towards the end, he was even forcing his servants to enter his chambers bent over so they couldn't see his face. Horning's grandfather said his temper was fearsome. He would fly into a rage at the least mistake.
Must have been terrified of him.
Yes, well. Horning's grandfather felt sorry for Ludwig, and Ludwig hated his own violence. He was always giving gifts to his servants to apologize.
Interesting. Hunting accident involving a wolf. His behavior became more aggressive. Interesting. That couldn't possibly mean that Ludwig turned into a werewolf, could it? Nah.
You mentioned that there were other reasons why Ludwig's servants feared him.
That's another of Horning's mysteries. There's a story about Neuschwanstein. Apparently, there was a period of time of 2 or 3 months when Wagner would come and visit him
Wagner?
there. Yeah. The two would lock themselves in the singer's hall. Horning's grandfather said the sounds that came from there were awful. Well, the servants had superstitious minds anyway. Some of them quit over it, just walked away.
What kind of sounds?
Horning's grandfather called them heartbreaking and ungodly. Maybe it was Faulkner trying to sing.
Well, I guess that's all for now. Thanks for your help.
It's my pleasure. And if you ever want to talk again, just give me a call. I'll meet you down.
I will. Thanks.
Servus.
Well, bye.
I wonder what it felt like under there. This is where they found Ludwig's body.
Yes, sounds. What kind of sounds? I don't know. So now I think I can call the publisher of his biography. So, back to Ridder's Point.
Hi, Gerda. I'm back. Good.
You're so friendly to one another now.
Nice view of the Alps.
Okay, now can we call the publisher? Yes, we can.
Hallo, Bertel München.
Hi, I have a book of yours on Ludwig II. The author's name is Sir Richmond Chapel.
Yes, how can I help you?
Well, I'm doing some research on
Thanks for
Ludwig,
coming.
and I was hoping you could get me in contact with the author.
I'm afraid Sir Richmond Chapel is deceased.
Oh.
However, his son is living.
Oh. Well, is there any way you can put me in touch with him?
And who are you doing this research for?
Well, I'm working with Professor Barkley from Yale University.
All right. Thomas Chapel's number in England is 41 20 555 771.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, another person to call. So many phone numbers.
Chapel residence?
Hi, my name is Grace Nakamura. I'm calling from Rittersburg, Germany. Is Thomas Chapel there, please?
Speaking. What may I do for you, Miss Nakamura?
This is going to sound crazy, but I have a copy of your father's biography on Ludwig II. I understand he had access to Ludwig's diary.
Yes.
Well, oh God, I'm not even sure. He didn't make a copy of it or anything, did he? Or perhaps he took good notes?
He wrote down a complete translation in English. He said he couldn't make headway with the German version. Ludwig's handwriting was rather brogue, you know.
He wrote down an English translation. Do you still have it?
Well, unfortunately, my father was allowed to see the diary only on the grounds that he wouldn't publish the entire work. I can't let you see it. Have you tried contacting the National Archive?
No, I don't have the kinds of connections your father did, or the time.
That's unfortunate, but I really cannot let it out of my hands.
I understand. It was just a shot in the dark.
Very well. The best of luck to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chapel.
I think I might be able to write Gabriel, too.
I'll write to Gabriel, soon as I have enough info to blow his little investigation out of the water.
Maybe not. Still gotta learn some more stuff before I can write Gabe. Oh, Dr. Chapel. Or son of Chapel. Ooh, the lilies have bloomed. Let's grab a lily.
Gibt's das denn die Lilienblühen schon?
Sehr schön.
Ja, aber es ist doch noch so kalt. Für Sie ein Geschenk von der Madonna.
Oh no.
Nehmen Sie sie ruhig. Heute Nacht wird es kalt und sie wird sowieso erfrieren.
Thank you.
That priest came out of nowhere. I think that priest might be a werewolf. Right, so we got a lily, we told Chapel we weren't able to get anywhere productive. You want to go learn about Wagner? Let's go learn about Wagner.
Grüß Gott.
Guten Tag. Ist das die Wagner Museum?
Yeah, you're an American, aren't you? I'm afraid the house is closed this time of year. It will be open next month.
Crap.
You are interested in Wagner?
Very interested. Very recently very interested.
Yeah. Most of the house is closed for cleaning, but a few rooms are open. I shouldn't let you probably, but if it is only you, you are alone, aren't you?
Endlessly.
Come in and look over.
That's very generous. What do I owe you?
Georg Immerding. It's only a few displays. Besides, I wouldn't be much of a shining knight if I charged you.
Thanks, Georg. My name is Grace.
Hello. Have a good time.
I think he likes her.
Richard Wagner.
Bust of Richard Wagner in the Wagner Museum. No.
Franz Liszt, composer and Cosima Wagner's father. Wagner's piano. On this piano, the maestro composed his later operas, including The Ring.
Kinda looks like a taco. Yeah, I can't see what emote that is either. What kind of witchcraft are you using, old swag? Dumpling. Interesting. I like dumplings. I like dumplings a lot.
This must be a model of Wagner's own theater, here in Bayreuth. Opera costumes. These look like production designs. I don't see anything that looks like those wolf paintings in Neuschwanstein, though. These look like production designs. I don't see anything that looks like those wolf paintings in Neuschwanstein, though.
We don't need to look at the displays? Okay. It's good to look at those paintings then. Hey, I know this guy.
The great patron himself. Ludwig as the classical Greek hero. Ludwig's death mask.
Wasn't Ludwig's death mask in the other museum?
A portrait given as a gift from Ludwig to Wagner.
June 10th, 1881, Munich residence. Great friend. I am writing to you in the middle of the night. My blood is pounding too wildly for sleep. Tonight's performance, how can I describe it? I am unsure whether to be terrified or thrilled. Perhaps I even feel hopeful. If it is hope, you have given it to me, my friend, for the first time in years. We must speak. Something happened during the music tonight, but I must have your absolute confidence. As you love me, come at once. Your devoted king, Ludwig. July 1882. Great and beloved king, Monsieur Beaujolais and I have finished the diagram. We checked the figures many times and Monsieur is confident that it will work. 8 identical fixtures are to be made from the diagram and placed in the theater exactly as specified. I'm sending the diagram with your courier. Be full of hope and have courage. All will be well. Your own, Wagner.
That's really weird. What are they talking about with diagrams and fixtures? That seems weird. This room.
An old sofa.
Very sus. Very sus.
The death of Wagner. On Ash Wednesday, 1883, Wagner suffered a heart attack in a Venetian gondola on the way to Saint Michel. His wife and the gondolier carried him into a church where he regained consciousness. Wagner died 4 days later on this sofa.
Alright, the death sofa. Perfect.
It looks rather simple considering the grandiose stuff Wagner composed here. Wagner's desk, exactly as it was on the day he died.
Wagner's death mask.
And his hand of glory? That painting's not important. That's where we came from. That's where we came from. Museums are so confusing. And that's the entryway. Get up in there. Yes. Yes, we have.
What's that book in the case?
Cosima Wagner's journal. It's locked up for preservation.
Huh.
Wagner souvenirs. Don't think I need any of those.
Oh, come on, how could you not want souvenirs?
What are you doing here if the museum is closed?
They always like to have a caretaker here. It's a good job for me. I can soak in the atmosphere of the maestro while I compose.
What are you composing?
This? Oh, a new arrangement. One of Wagner's pieces.
For the Bayreuth Opera?
No. I am only a student at the university. I study music, composition, conducting.
Is there much of a call for conductors in Europe?
Ask my brother. He is the conductor for the Munich Opera.
Well, that's convenient. Does that mean you get free opera tickets?
Yes. I get a week's pass to the Opernfestspiele, the opera festival in Munich. It starts in a few months.
Hope I'm still around to see it.
Come with me if you like. If you're still around, I can go backstage and all sorts of things.
I'd love that. If I'm still in Germany, I'll call you, all right?
Yeah, good.
It's almost sort of a date.
Tell me about Wagner.
He was a character. He spent most of his life trying to convince rich patrons to subsidize his work. Unfortunately, he had expensive tastes. You see, he believed that someone of his genius deserved to live well. Can't argue with that.
But Ludwig II supported him, didn't he?
Yeah, sure, but Ludwig came along very late in Wagner's life. By then, he had already been run out of Venice and most major cities because of debt. Ludwig saved him. And the music. Best thing Ludwig ever did.
Do you know anything about that letter from Wagner to Ludwig in the display case? The one about the diagram?
Ah, no. Some sort of equipment for Ludwig's theater. But I don't know why Wagner would have cared about this. If he was worried about any theater, you would think it would have been his own theater, here, in Bayreuth.
Have you ever heard about the letter that Ludwig wrote to the Munich conductor in 1882 telling him to prepare for a new Wagner opera?
You're full of surprises, for an American.
What do you know about it?
No one knows anything about it. It's like a treasure map, you know? It's probably a complete fairy tale, but it does make you wonder.
You have no idea what it could have referred to? Maybe something that Wagner was working on with Ludwig?
If there was,
well,
there's
sometimes
no
the person being asked,
except perhaps
the person
in the
asking
dreams of unemployed music students.
Really, really clueless. And it takes a literal kick in the head for them to realize what's going on.
Have you ever heard about the wolf panels in the Singers' Hall at Neuschwanstein?
Did my brother send you here?
No.
Probably not. It's only the letter to the conductor, the wolf panels. Oh, my brother thinks I am crazy because of all my theories.
What theories?
Some people are just kind of dumb.
This is Quatsch. If there was a lost opera, a lost Wagner opera, and if one could find it, to a conductor, this would be like finding King Tut's tomb. But people have looked for it before. If it ever existed, it is gone forever. My brother says I waste my time even thinking about it.
I'm curious. Is there any other information that points to the lost opera besides Ludwig's letter and the wolf panels?
It's nothing. I'm not even supposed to have seen it. You see, my brother says that Wagner was too egotistical to have produced a lost opera. If he was working on something new, every person in Bayreuth would have heard about it. On the other hand, it was in Ludwig's character to have wanted a private opera.
But it wouldn't have been private. Ludwig's letter shows he intended it to be played in Munich.
Yes, but that it would get so far without Wagner telling others? Why keep it a secret?
Maybe there was a very good reason for secrecy.
For example?
Like... Never mind.
Like, because Ludwig was a werewolf? Of course not. That's not what...
I don't have anything to ask Georg about at the moment.
I hope I got everything I needed out of that museum. We'll find out soon. I have only ever accidentally asked somebody out once. Fortunately, they said yes.
Hi, Gerda. I'm back.
Good.
Gerda?
Yes?
Oh, here we go.
Gerda, do you have any idea where I could get a government research permit? I don't have time for a lot of red tape.
You should ask Herr Übergrau. He can maybe get such things very fast.
You think? I was gonna write Gabriel today anyway.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
Now I think I can write Gabriel. Yes, we're gonna talk to Harry. Harry will help us out. Harry's a good guy.
I should get a letter off to Gabriel. I need to include a note to Übergrau about the research permit.
Yeah, it's crazy technology. Self-printing laptop. Yeah, it's almost future tech.
Grüß Gott, Frau Nakamura.
Grüß Gott. Haben Sie etwas für mich?
Nein, leider nicht. Brauchen Sie noch etwas?
Kann ich diesen Brief versenden?
Ja, 3 Mark bitte.
Yes, we mailed it. We mailed it.
Dankeschön.
Bitte sehr. Brauchen Sie noch etwas?
My German isn't good enough for chit.
Danke.
Bitte.
Okay. That's done. I'm gonna hit the road again. Because there's always stuff that I need to do somewhere I've already been. Let's try this, because Mrs. Smith had recommended appealing to Ludwig directly. Let's see if we can do that.
I'm trying to figure out what you want me to do, but I need more information to work with. If you can send any my way, I'd appreciate it.
I'd rather Damballa than Ulgrim Batterby. So I think Ludwig saw that. But I wonder what it means. What did that accomplish? Oh, and Kiss and Hugs, this is the hint button that I was talking about before that I haven't used yet. Just in case I get really stuck and really miss something.
Hi. You just had a phone call. It was Frau Gelder at the post office. She said a fax came in for you there.
Really? I wonder what it was.
Maybe it's from Gabriel.
Don't hold your breath.
Fax. Real bleeding edge technology. She just took her coat off, too. What stuff is?
Hallo, Frau Gelder. Haben Sie etwas für mich?
Ja, ein Fax. Ein sehr langes Fax. Das ist aber nicht vom Schattenjäger.
Ist okay. Dankeschön.
Thomas Chapel. Oh.
It's a fax from the writer guy's son. He set it up right, or they can. They absolutely can.
Hi, Gerda. I'm back.
Good.
Okay, let's take a look. Alright. So it doesn't look like there's audio on this, but this is about her request. It seems I've had a change of heart. Please keep these in the strictest confidence. Good luck on your endeavor. It seems like maybe our plea to Ludwig actually helped.
11th June 1872. Louis has convinced me to think matters through more thoroughly before I act. A trip it shall be then, to Shahin. It shall not alter my purpose, I feel, nor shall his compelling. The treaty is the ruin of my beloved Bavaria, and must be taken to task.
This might take a while. Buckle up, everybody.
3rd July 1872. The pain gets so bad I cannot hold a pen to write, but the horror is far worse than the pain. He says it was an accident, says that we can truly be one now, that it is a great adventure. I believe him 1 minute, and the next I can feel the flames of hell upon my heels. May God have mercy on my soul.
Huh. He says that they can truly be one, that it's a great adventure. I wonder what happened.
5th January 1874. By the power of Mary, Mother of God, I swear to refrain from the ultimate sin and to remain steadfast in my flesh. Sworn by the power of the lily,
I know it's painful.
Eleanor.
We'll get through it. I love you.
30th August 1879. I will not falter, but will remain true. No matter the torment or longing, I will not yield. I will control the process. God grant me strength and will. By the grace and power of the monarchy and its allegiance. De Paul Leroy, Eleanor.
Yeah, I've been saving that up. I didn't want to tell you before.
10th September 1880. It is all finished. Elizabeth warned me, and I discovered the truth at last. O most venomous viper at my very bosom! O lowest of the least worthy who ever breathed! My Judas, my devil! If I could tear my heart out and fling it after him in the dirt, I would. 12th December 1880. He continues to come, the devil. I will never look upon his hideous face again. He is afraid I will tell, and I might. To destroy him, I might. When I think of the accident, now that things are clear, I wonder, was it truly an accident, or was it the plot to kill me? If so, why did he not complete it then, instead of putting me in this torment? Could he have hated me so? I wish to God he had simply ended it there. 10th June 1881. Terror. Rapture. During W's music tonight, I felt a pulling. The horror nearly came upon me right there. Then the music turned, and it was gone. What can it mean? I must confide in the great friend. Perhaps he will know what has happened.
Hope you had fun apple picking and with dinner. What did you have for dinner?
2nd August 1882. The experiments go better and better. W has proved as loyal and determined as ever I believed he would be in a matter of my salvation. He says he has the formula now. It remains only to put the finishing touches on the completed opera and to draw up the diagram for the crystals. Can it truly end? I scarce dare to hope. April 1883. The great friend is dead. How unjust that he should be taken from me now. Where is my chance at salvation? Why has God condemned me twice? October 1885. There must be made clear funds for the crystals. Lies. Everyone lies. My own servants. What must I do? Must I sell one of my beloved castles? The crystals must be made. I grow daily less able to control my own will. How long will I be able to resist the ultimate sin? And the music is worthless without the device. Time is running out. The crystals must be made.
That is the diary. Ludwig was very interested in music and crystals. Very new age. Now, who would want this information? Let's save. Undo that again. Who would be interested to learn this information? maple soda donuts are great.
I do have something to discuss with Georg, but he'll never believe me unless I show him.
We're gonna break our word to Mr. Chapel.
Have you heard of Ludwig's diary?
Yes, but no one is allowed to see it.
It just so happens that I have a copy of an English translation right here. There's something I wanted to show you. Read this one.
August 1882. The experiments go better and better. Faye has proved as loyal and determined as ever. It remains only to put the finishing touches on the completed opera and to make up the diagram for the crystal. My God!
Wait, I want to show you something. I am not supposed to have looked at this myself, but I am here alone all day, so...
July 1881. Richard returned from his meeting with the king. Never have I seen him so pale. I was concerned for his heart. He would not speak with me, but immediately shut himself up in his study and started working on a new project. He will not tell me the first thing about it. He will only say that it was time he repaid his king. It confirms Ludwig's diary. He wasn't crazy.
Yes, but Ludwig says that the opera was completed. Imagine that, completed. There's something else.
August 1882. We had a messenger tonight from the king. He brought a letter which Richard burnt. I did manage to see a bit of it. It said something about a great night in Munich and that it would be Richard's supreme triumph and someone else's destruction. Ludwig then wrote that even though he himself would probably die, his immortal soul would be freed thanks to Richard. I worry for poor Ludwig and for us. Where will we be if his madness continues? Surely someone will put an end to it. Wow.
There's one more.
May 1883. I sent Richard's sealed package to the king, as he instructed moments before he closed his eyes forever. I could not even bring myself to care what was in it. What could it matter now? Whatever it is, I hope it brings the king good memories of Richard. He did so much for my beloved.
The package.
The package. Do we think the package contains the lost opera? I don't know. Well, okay, I do know, but I don't know. Chapter 5 now.
She sounds delightful.
Salt is bad for you.
I'd love to meet her. Oh, she's a hoot, all right. Just pretend you don't have a penis around and you'll be fine. Got this inborn need to rip them off. Now I'm really intrigued. This one time, I'd gone off to this, party, you might say. And it was getting a bit hairy. Well, Gracie... Oh.
Better. Come here, Kleiner.
He's drunk. He's drunk, that's why he's talking like that.
Detta does not speak English, but then she has her own methods of communication.
I should leave you two kids alone.
Oh, don't be silly.
Friedrich, I can't just take your date.
Why not? I didn't expect her tonight. And for some reason I don't find myself in that mood. Besides, from what you've told me, you live like a monk down south at that castle. Your body needs some attention. Detta. Zeige ihm sein Schlafzimmer.
I do not think she's from the church group. No. I'm not so sure he recognized the symbol as much as he sensed the power that the talisman has. that is not just a pretty piece of jewelry. We haven't really seen it used because most of the previous game, we didn't actually have it, but it is very, very powerful. I don't think he's actually able to, take it from it, because it's, like I said, it's very powerful. And I'm not entirely sure it's easy to actually remove from the Schattenjäger. Yeah, if he loses that, that's definitely a big impact on his power structure. That's all his protection against supernatural threats. I'm not entirely sure what he might have done for his encounter with Detta for protection. That's not my business to ask.
The men will be meeting here later today for the trip. I'm sure they won't wait for you, so you might want to be on time.
I'll be here. Sweet of you to worry, though.
I do like Xavier. I really do. Let's go look at a magazine. Oh, he is so subtle. So very, very subtle. Actually, put back in.
I recorded some of Anzel's conversation last night. Unfortunately, it's in German.
And of course, Gabriel doesn't speak German because why would he speak German while he's living in Germany? I've always really liked the music in the Gabriel Knight series. It tends to convey a really, really good tone.
Ah, guten Morgen, Gabriel. Another envelope came from Rittersberg. A request for me and a letter for you.
Gabriel, I've been busy on this case, and it's starting to pay off. Thought I'd fill you in. There's definitely something going on with Ludwig II. I'm pretty sure he was involved with a werewolf. In fact, he was probably turned into one himself. Anyway, something happened to him on this hunting trip, and afterwards he fits the profile in the lore book to a T. It's really fascinating. There's an American couple here, the Smiths. They're from Pennsylvania, if you can believe it. Mrs. Smith has been telling me all about your fortune, and she's sure you're tied in with Ludwig somehow. She also told me to warn you to beware the Black Wolf. Have you learned anything about that yet? So don't tell me where you're staying, as if I care. Really, we're supposed to be a team, Gabriel. I'm holding up my end. I've about done all I can down here, and if you want, I can join you there soon. Perhaps I'll see something I recognize from my research. I'm serious. Grace.
Christ, she's losing it. Ludwig II, a werewolf. Yeah, right.
And no one ever asked why the Black Wolf. Yeah, I gotta be honest, reading this letter where she just brings up the psychic couple here and says, the psychic couple has told her to beware the black wolf, and I mean it's perfectly valid, but I'm not sure I would buy it either if I were Gabriel.
Have any luck with that missing person search?
Oh, of course, I forgot. Frau Hogel dropped off something this morning.
He knows werewolves are real.
Yes,
Such
there are two forest
figure,
areas where missing persons incidents are concerned.
That's something
The
different.
Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald and the Naturpark Schwäbisch-Fränkischer Wald. Frau Hogel checked both these areas back 10 years. Between 1960 and 1969, there were only 1 to 2 cases a year in the Bavarian National Forest area. Between 1970 and 1990, there were 10 to 12 cases each year. Oh. In 1991, it went up to 17, then went back down to 12 in 92 and 93. The Schwäbisch-Fränkischer Wald figures are similar.
Curious.
Does something ring a bell?
If it does, I should be able to hear it loud and clear. I'm leaving this afternoon for the Bavarian National Forest.
Harry looks legit concerned right there. I give him a lot of credit for that.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
But we can ask him, since Nemo's not here, we can maybe ask him to translate.
Can I bother you for another favor? I need something translated, and I need somebody I can trust to do it.
And you're asking me? You obviously don't know German lawyers.
Harry, you're such a kidder. Okay. Here it is.
Wir müssen miteinander reden.
We should talk?
Nein.
No?
Es ist meine Karriere, verdammt noch einmal. Vielleicht sogar mehr, wenn die...
His career is in danger even if the police...
Ich habe Ihnen doch gesagt, nicht darüber zu sprechen.
I told you not to speak of it.
Aber ich denke mir, dass die Polizei bereits weiß, dass unsere Wölfe nichts damit zu tun haben. Die können einen Test machen an den Körpern.
The police must know that our wolves are not responsible. There are tests they can perform on the bodies.
Gut. Ihre geflüchteten Wölfe sind keine Killer. Was soll's? Halten Sie nur Ihren Mund. Sie sind damit besser dran.
So, your escaped wolves are not the killers. What's the problem?
Aber Herr Knight, er kam gestern Morgen zu meinem Büro. Er hat viele Fragen gestellt.
He says you've been asking a lot of questions.
Worüber?
About what?
Über die Wölfe.
About the wolves. Who are these men?
Just friend. I think there's more.
Was ist los, von Eigner? Ich muss mit jemand anderem reden.
He doesn't want to talk, says he has someone else to speak to.
Ich habe mir gedacht, wissen Sie etwas über Großbergs Tod?
Do you know anything about Großberg's death?
Wieso sollte ich?
Why the hell should I?
Nun, ganz einfach. Ich gab Ihnen seinen Namen.
I gave you his name.
Und?
And?
Herr Knight fragt mich, ob ich Großberg kenne.
He says you asked him if he knew Großberg.
Was?
Mist. I think I know what happens next.
You know, it would be a great tragedy if the Ritterline were to die out. A great, great tragedy. I'm not just talking about for the sake of our firm, but...
I know what I'm doing, Harry. I don't have anything else to say right now.
I think that's all I need from Harry.
Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
He always makes a call when Gabriel leaves. I wonder if he's reporting to his supervisors on Gabriel's movement. He could be. He could be reporting. Gabriel knows too much about the werewolf law firm.
White sausage. Yum. I don't think she speaks much English. Besides... Can I have some of that, Weisswurst?
6 Mark, bitte. Dankeschön.
Bitte.
Sausage is tasty.
The American P.I.
Criminal Commissar Lieber. I couldn't just call you KKL, could I?
Sit down.
How about KKK?
Ooh. Yeah, that would... I forgot that was in there. That was... wow.
What's the status on the case?
There's nothing new that I can share with you.
Is there anything new that you can't share with me?
Yeah.
Kind of a funny thing. I talked to Grossberg's assistant. It was a fluke, really. But she mentioned you guys took some of Grossberg's ledgers?
I told you to stay out of our business, Knight.
True, true. Why did you guys take ledgers if Grossberg was just a random victim?
As long as this case is open, I'm going by the book. That means a standard background check on the victim.
Find anything?
I don't think anyone's looked yet. We'll probably assign one of the younger men to do it. As you say, Grossberg was a random victim.
Did I say that? I don't suppose you'd let me take an eensy-weensy look at Grossberg's ledgers?
Absolutely not.
What if I could prove that Grossberg wasn't a random victim?
You're crazy.
Am I?
Look, if you have information, I want to know what it is now.
What information? Look, 5 minutes with the ledgers. If Grossberg was a random victim, my looking won't matter. And if not, I may be able to help you out. You get nothing to lose either way.
He does look like he enjoys a nice snack every now and then.
Anything. No papers.
Okay, let's try this. You haven't found the zoo wolves yet?
No.
Have you caught anything yet?
No.
Why am I not surprised?
I'm sure nothing's changed since the last time I looked at the map.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if I want to give this up, but maybe. Oh, yeah.
If I can convince you I do know something new about this case, will you let me see Grossberg's ledgers?
I'm listening.
Good. Keep it up.
Aber ich denke mir, dass die Polizei bereits weiß, dass unsere Wölfe nichts damit zu tun haben. Die können einen Test machen an den Körpern.
Gut. Ihre geflüchteten Wölfe sind keine Killer. Was soll's? Halten Sie nur Ihren Mund. Sie sind damit besser dran.
Aber Herr Knight, er kam gestern Morgen zu meinem Büro. Er hat viele Fragen gestellt.
Worüber?
Über die Wölfe.
Ich habe mir gedacht, wissen Sie etwas über Großbergs Tod?
Wieso sollte ich?
Nun, ganz einfach. Ich gab Ihnen seinen Namen.
Und?
Want some coffee?
You would.
The ledgers first, please.
Starter, bringen Sie Großbergs Papiere herein. Danke, Starter. Das ist alles.
He looks like he enjoys snacks too.
I'm going out for some coffee. You'd better have something important to tell me when I get back, Knight, or you'll learn more about German law enforcement than you ever cared to know.
I like dealing with labor. He's almost as fun to deal with as Mosley, but just in such a different way.
Sniper! Kommen Sie her und nehmen Sie die Papiere weg.
Yes. If he came back to beignets, that would be hilarious.
All right. Spill it.
Herr Dr. Klingman from the zoo?
Yes?
He belongs to a men's club, right? And the guy that was asking about Grossberg, well, he's in that club too. Ditto the third guy, the one with the personality of a pit bull.
Go on.
The guy that was asking about Grossberg, he was listed in one of Grossberg's address books. They knew each other. In the club these fellas all patronize is only blocks from where Grossberg was killed. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Good work. We'll have the club investigated immediately. You'll have to leave that tape here.
Wait a minute. I'm already in with these guys. You go in there with your SWAT troop and my stool pigeon days are over.
Sorry, but I'm in charge of this case, and now I have a lead. I can't depend on a civilian to do my job. What's the name of this club?
The Friendly Wanderer. It's near the university.
Okay. I appreciate the information, but as of now, I want you to disappear. We'll handle everything.
Sure, I understand. Good luck, Lever.
The tape?
Sucker.
What was the other tape? Oh, yes. Let's go here. It's in the place. Wrong keyboard again. I keep using the wrong keyboard.
Exports, exotics. It'd be nice to know what all of this meant.
Hello, are you Mr. Dorn?
Yes. What do you want?
My name is Knight. I'm an associate for Grossberg's.
Grossberg? That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money. Now he's dead. Who's going to pay me, huh?
I'll be handling Grossberg's accounts. If you could just tell me what services you perform for him exactly, I can get you a check right away.
I don't talk to nobody about what I do. You pay me what I'm owed. Maybe you and I can do business together. Otherwise, I've had enough of Grossberg and his associates.
That's a nice man. It's a very nice man. I will be back in just a moment. Ginger beer. Yes, this does very much look like a perfect werewolf den. This next part is actually really cool. This is something that Gabriel can do now that he definitely couldn't do in the first game. Let's go back and see Harry again. And are we really sure that we can't blame static for this? I'm thinking that sometimes we can. Let's go see Harry again.
Gabriel, come in.
Hey, Harry.
I'm not sure why I'd want to show him that.
Okay, he doesn't want to see that. That's fine.
Could you pull some cash for me from the Ritter account?
Sure. How much do you need?
14,000 marks.
you sure it's wise to carry so much?
I won't be carrying it long.
All right. Frau Hogel, gehen Sie zur Bank und holen Sie mir 14.000 Mark vom Ritterkonto ab. Ja, schönen Dank. Perhaps you'd like to make out a will while we wait.
How about if I just leave everything to you?
I wish you would leave everything to me.
Oh my. You might be right. He might know exactly what's going on.
Thanks, darling.
So yeah, he can just go and grab huge amounts of cash at will, which is a big change for him.
I don't have anything else to say right now. Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
You again. Do you have the money Grossberg owed me?
Yes, I do. I am Polish.
14,000 marks. In cash.
Come in. Please.
Sure, for something.
Not good, huh? The smell. These stinking animals. No matter how much I spray them down, they smell.
Some creatures are like that, yes.
I'd be interested in hearing your business plan, Herr Knight.
What kind of exotics did you get for Grossberg?
Anything. Cats he mostly got. Things that make good coats, you know. Things you can't get on the market. But for you, you pay cash up front. I get you anything.
Can you get hippopotamuses?
Okay. Maybe not anything. But most things I can get. You need some cats soon, huh? Gorilla. I can get gorilla.
Well, it's possible. I'll let you know. Did Grossberg harvest the furs, or did you?
Me? I do it. Only cost 250 marks extra, and I do a good job. You get the skin all clean for that. Not the meat. You pay more for the meat.
Naturally.
But every few months, Grossberg, he wanted the whole thing live. I don't know what he did with those. I don't ask questions.
I think I know. Did you talk to Grossberg before he died?
Yeah, sure. A few days ago. I called the bastard for my money. He told me about you, you know.
He did?
Yeah, sure. Said he had a new business partner, and that soon he would have much money and could pay me everything. I thought he was lying. Now you show up. It's good for me he was telling the truth.
Yes, exactly like that, Kiss.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Hey, how did Grossberg's export go?
Okay. Usually I bring animals in, not sell them out. I worked hard to find someone to take those too.
Oh, where did the exports end up anyway?
Taiwan. A zoo, they said. But I don't believe it. A restaurant is what I think.
Do they sell wolf meat at Taiwanese restaurants?
Why not? They sell tiger. Those people, they eat anything.
There were 2 wolves, right?
Yeah, sure. Male and female.
Could I see where you kept the wolf?
Yeah, sure. I kept them both in the last cage on the right. The one against the wall.
These animals are filthy. Hungry, too. I'd like to put Dorn in one of these cages and leave him there. If I ever solve this case, I'll sick Liebe on this guy.
That is a good plan.
These animals are filthy. Hungry, too. I'd like to put Dorn in one of these cages and leave him there.
I think there's something in there. And this is definitely not Michael Dorn. This guy is nowhere cool enough to be Worf. Tiger's like, place first. Alright, dealt with the tiger.
Hilda and Parsifal's tags. So much for the killer zoo wolves theory.
Yep, that was definitely our zoo wolves.
I'm not sure what else to say.
Right. Only one place has something left to do. And I think it might just be time for the hunting trip. Wrong keyboard again.
Not the least. Selber. Wie geht's? Good. Good. There you are. Ready to go?
I suppose, I don't really have any stuff. Von Agnes said he had guns at the lodge.
Oh, we'll fix you up. Never fear. Gentlemen, let's go.
Like it?
Okay. Henneman, Price. You two sleep in Price's room. Gabriel will take Henneman's for now.
Herrgott Sakra.
Ja, Baron.
Your room is the last door on the left upstairs. Today, we relax. Tomorrow, we hunt.
Great. Can't wait.
This isn't dangerous at all.
I could use a shower, but I want to look around first.
Cabinet.
There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here.
I'm glad that we filmed that whole opening of the cabinet then. This is a very, very bad idea.
I'll never be able to sleep in this place, not without a barricade on the door.
Window. Let's open the window, get some fresh air.
I'd hate to get lost out there. There's a ledge under the windows. Too bad it's not a little wider. Hey.
Oh, Vonzo. So that is Vonzel's room. is, I don't know. Let's see whose room this is.
That's me, Gabriel Knight.
I know that's yours. Looking at the bed. I don't want to know what the rope is for. Read the don't.
I'm pretty sure Herr Price is in there, and I don't want to know what he's doing.
Herr Price is a dirty, dirty man.
Ja? Herein!
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were busy.
Mach nicht. I'm always up for company.
Okay.
So, amuse me, Herr Knight.
Tell me about the club.
From what I hear, you've already grilled the others about it. Really, it's so tedious.
All right, we can talk about something else. Can I assume you're a fan of the club philosophy?
Well, look at me. I love to eat and I love to drink. I own a butchery and a brewery, which means I love people who love to eat and drink. If I could make it the national religion, I would.
Point taken. Do you know what type of animal we'll be hunting tomorrow?
Deer, I suppose.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh,
I mean, it's too bad we don't have something more interesting to hunt.
What do you mean?
Well, Grossberg's death's gonna make it difficult to get anything really challenging. Leopards, lions, things like that.
You enjoy sticking your neck out, don't you?
Do I?
If it were me, I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of someone like Von Zell.
Were you the club's main contact with Grossberg?
Yeah. Buying and selling exotic animals isn't exactly legal in Germany. The others didn't want to know.
What does Baron von Zell have to do with Grossberg?
Nothing.
But he knew Grossberg. You asked him about Grossberg the other night at the club.
My, what big ears you have.
You gave von Zell Grossberg's name, why?
Because he asked me for it.
Do you know why von Zell wanted Grossberg's name?
He did not share his reasons with me.
Well, you must have thought something.
I assumed that since von Zell was getting too big for his britches, and since he was no longer von Glauer's pet, that he had intentions of leaving and starting his own club.
And you didn't have a problem helping him go independent?
I would love to see him leave. And I'm not the only one.
Would your cooperation in giving out Grossberg's name have anything to do with the money you owe von Zell?
How do you know about the money? You've only been with the club a few days. Did the Baron say something?
What's the big secret? Von Zell is a banker, isn't it?
That's right, he is a banker, and I am a successful businessman.
There you go. And he offered to cut your dad in half for a small favor, I understand. It's not your fault Grossberg's dead.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Have you heard of the Black Wolf?
Nein, I don't know this.
Are you sure?
Maybe there are black wolves here, maybe not. I have never seen them, I have only heard them.
What do you mean you heard them?
These wolves in the woods. I'm glad I never saw them. They make such sounds. It makes your hair stand on end.
Are you telling me you've heard wolves around here?
Yeah, of course. You should be sure you don't go out in the dark at night. These wolves, sometimes they sound very close by.
But Klingman told me wolves are extinct in Germany, except for maybe a few in the Alps. We're not close to the Alps, are we?
Your Herr Doctor is obviously mistaken. There are wolves in the woods. I've heard them myself, many times. I think you should excuse yourself now, Herr Knight. It's getting cold.
Oh, sure. No problem.
Close the door on the way out, please.
Yep, that was definitely...
It's no use. I saw him lock it myself.
That was an experience.
Come and see. What do you want, Knight?
Just scoping things out.
Really? Look all you want at the great wonders of this room, then leave. I'm trying to rest.
Okay, I will check.
I can't snoop around too much. Klingman's here. I can't snoop around too much. Klingman's here. He's got a window, just like my room. I wouldn't mind a chat, but Klingman needs a little attitude adjustment first.
Tie him up with the rope?
I'd love to show him the tags, but I need to get just a few more facts first. I don't think showing that to Klingman... I don't think showing that...
I don't think I'm ready to show it to Klingman yet.
Enter.
All settled there?
Uh-huh. Nice place.
Yes, it is. You should go for a walk. The woods are beautiful, and you could get your bearings before tomorrow's hunt.
Good idea.
Von Eigner probably would have liked the sausage if I hadn't given it to a tiger.
Friedrich wouldn't appreciate me messing around in here. Friedrich wouldn't appreciate me messing around in here. He's busy. Friedrich wouldn't appreciate me.
Alright, let's head downstairs. Yeah, in a minute.
I wish someone would start a fire. Nice closet.
True. Definitely should have gotten more sausage. Everyone should be willing to share their sausage. Let's talk to Henry.
Hey, Henneman. Looks like we finally have a chance to talk.
Well, as long as my glass is full, you can ask me anything you like.
Are you especially close to anyone at the club?
Oh, I drift on the fringes, Herr Knight. You, however, seem to have gone straight to the top.
Oh, I don't think so.
Don't be modest. Everyone can see you as a new golden boy. Why do you think von Zell bothers to hate you?
Are you and Von Zell good friends?
No, I was never good enough for von Zell.
Yes.
Now, I get along better with those who do not think so much of themselves.
Von Agner?
Ja, von Agner's a good man. Dr. Klingman, too, I like. He comes by the Doneasel and drinks with me sometimes. Well, you could stop by sometime if you want. I don't like drinking alone.
Thanks. Maybe I will.
Yeah.
You and Klingman make an unlikely pair. What do you find to talk about?
Herr Doctor likes to discuss the club philosophy. He's very enthusiastic, you know. That's what made him want to join in the first place.
You sponsored Klingman's membership.
Me? No, Von Zell.
Von Zell? He doesn't seem like the welcoming type.
Oh, that's what I thought, too. You know, when Von Zell brought Klingman in, I thought they must be very close. But the way Klingman asks questions, you'd think he hardly knew Von Zell. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I mean, who can say why Von Zell does anything?
Is there any reason you don't want a room with Price?
No, you may not have noticed, but the man is a rotting schwein. Why the Baron puts up with him, I will never know. I can tell you what he's doing right now up there in his room. He has shut himself in the bathroom, and he isn't taking a bath. I tell you, you can't turn your back on a man like that. No one is safe.
The man just enjoys having fun.
I thought Price was a hotshot lawyer.
Yeah, was 10 years ago. He's lucky he doesn't need the money now because he can't get work.
Why not?
He's too obvious with his nature, you know? Okay, so maybe other men are like this, you know, thinking only what's between their legs. Price, he has no respect for normal human decency. He flaunts his perversion.
Isn't that what the club's about? Getting in touch with one's instincts, being primal?
Yeah, okay, so it is. That's a question for the Baron, not for me. I only say what I see about Price.
This is a nice hunting lodge. Do y'all come here often?
Oh, at least once a month altogether. Oh, we can come anytime we want by ourselves.
Do you have any other properties where y'all hunt?
Yeah, we have a lodge at Alfdorf, but we don't go there much. It is not so convenient as this one.
Alfdorf?
Mm-hmm.
Is the club in Alfdorf close to a forest, too?
Oh, not close. In. It's in the Naturpark Schwäbisch-Frankrischer Wald.
Of course it is. Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
Black Wolf? No.
Thanks for the talk.
Yeah, auf Wiedersehen.
Henneman's not a bad guy.
I'd prefer to keep the horses over there and me over here.
Let's see, what can we grab from here?
Tools. Tools.
And some shears.
Shears. These
might come in handy.
tools.
That actually looks maybe more like a bridle than a tool, but that's just me. Tools. Yes, tools. That is definitely forest. And that is definitely forest. That's a fair point. That's a fair point, Gabriel. He said it was a tool. It must be a tool. Gabriel Knight never lies. Ever. Let's go on a little expedition. Yeah, we're definitely going to go over the 2-hour mark on this stream. Probably end at the end of this chapter.
More woods than you can shake a stick at. That ledge runs along the entire face of the building. Too narrow to walk on, though. Without help. I hate it when I come up with ideas like this.
He is totally a Catholic priest, yes. He is a priest of Wilburology. This seems like such a bad idea. Yes, it's a very good thing this game does not have skill checks. And unfortunately, Von Zell is out, and Von Glauer's in the other window.
Not even a ring in the tub. Not surprising for someone as anal as Von Zell.
That could very well be how it ended up.
Nothing unusual about the rug.
Yes, that was the word he used.
Hello. Someone's been tromping around barefoot in the mud. Orange. Hello. Someone's been tromping around barefoot in the mud. Orange mud at that.
Nothing unusual about the top of the rug.
Now, children, behave. Behave. What's in here?
Same entry I saw at the Hunt Club.
What's this?
If I'm not mistaken, Grossberg was trying to cash in on all the excitement around the missing zoo wolves. Von Zell must have been the new business partner Grossberg told Dorn about. Guess Von Zell didn't care much for the idea.
Maybe that's why Grossberg ended up dead. He is very noisy, yes. good thing nobody has any kind of like wolf-like senses or anything. And it has been in game time like 3 hours or so, and Price is still winking. Very graceful. Very graceful. Now, because this is a dangerous place.
Come and see.
Now, I want to talk to you. Yep.
Hildegard and Parzival. Nice names.
Mein Gott.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna turn you in.
Please, Herr Knight, it would mean my job.
Yeah, I said I wouldn't. Not if you tell me exactly what happened.
I'm afraid.
Of Von Zell.
It's his fault. I only followed his instructions.
Why did Von Zell want to kidnap those wolves?
He said he wanted to own a pair because he admired their nature as predators. He told me he would keep them in a private place, a safe place, to study.
How did you meet Von Zell in the first place?
He came to one of my lectures about 3 months ago. He was very knowledgeable about wolves, very. He said he admired my work. I was impressed by his knowledge and his title. Then he told me about the club, about how exclusive it was, about their philosophy. It was like a dream come true for me.
Yes, it is seductive. So the wolves were your price of admission. How did you get the wolves out of the zoo?
I led Baron von Zell and another man that I didn't know into the zoo through a delivery gate. The other man drugged the wolves with some meat. When they were asleep, he and von Zell put 2 of them into the truck and drove off. I was afraid when the police came and investigated the next day, but they didn't find anything. I thought we had gotten away with it. Then the killings started.
Your wolves aren't responsible. They were shipped to Taiwan. They never hurt anyone.
That is more of a relief than you could possibly imagine. But the wolves, are they safe?
I don't have that information. What do you think? Guess that's all I need to know.
Please don't say anything to the police. I swear I have told you everything.
Yeah, I know. I won't tell your dirty little secrets. For safekeeping. You enjoy a nap, Doc?
He's not Tim Curry, but he does manage to add a little flair. Oh, the way he curled up in a little ball like that was beautiful. Ooh, somebody did start a fire.
That fire feels good.
These are good. Let's go exploring in the woods now. Pretty pictures of woods.
The ravine's pretty deep. I don't think I can cross it.
Ravine. Oh. Dr. Trader. Here we go. Here's something.
There are traces of an orangish mud in the print. There are traces of an orangish mud in the print.
And that is one huge...
There are traces of...
huge-ass print. Kind of like one we've seen before.
There are traces of an...
Okay, yeah, we're done. We're done here. Thank you. Orangish mud.
The earth is orange over here. Must be some minerals in the soil.
That is a lot of shrubberies. Fortunately, I got some clippers. Okay. Just go in the cave. No problem here.
God damn!
in there. Yeah, no problem.
What's that smell?
Ooh, that's not a happy sound.
Christ! It's a big fucking hole.
Something's down there.
And of course now he's just standing there calmly. No problem at all. I just saw something absolutely horrific, but everything's fine. Let's head back up over to the lodge. Yes, exactly like the zombie mummies. Just casually walk.
What is it?
What's happened? Nothing happened. You look like you've seen a ghost. No, Sweet Jesus. In the woods. Show me.
Gabriel, where are you going?
In there.
Something must be done.
Did you see him in the... Did you see Von Zell?
Von Zell? No. I didn't see anybody. Only the bodies.
But he was in there before. Eating. Von Zell is a werewolf. It looks like he's been killing like this for a long time, using the woods for cover at this lodge and at your other lodge in Alfdorf. I think he stalks his victims to learn their habits, and then attacks them in secluded spots. He drags them back here to the cave to eat. The victims are reported missing since no bodies are ever found. Von Zell's careful not to let himself be seen in wolf form. One woman did see him, but no one believed her. Then something changed. I don't know why. Von Zell cooked up this plan to steal wolves from the zoo. Wolves that public mutilations could be blamed on. But he needed an inside man. So he seduced Klingman into wanting to join the club. Then used a lure of sponsorship to set up the kidnapping. But then he needed a way to get rid of the wolves. A way that guaranteed the wolves wouldn't be found by the police. He knew the club got exotic animals on the black market. He'd been doing it for years. Von Agner had built up a massive debt to Von Zell. Von Zell offered to subtract part of it if Von Agner gave him the name of the exotic's contact. The contact was a man named Grossberg. Now, Grossberg was perfectly willing to get rid of the wolves for a fee. But Grossberg got greedy. When he read of the wolf killings in the newspaper, he tried to blackmail Von Zell.
Probably wrong, though.
That's when Von Zell killed him.
I knew Von Zell was deeply disturbed, but this is incredible.
Yeah, but it's true. We have to call the police. I know the man in charge of the case.
No! The police would never believe us. Nothing in their mentality prepares them for something like this. Besides, I am responsible for Von Zell. I knew that philosophy was powerful, but I never realized that someone could take it to such a hideous conclusion. I helped create this. I must stop it. With your help, that is.
What are you proposing?
That you and I hunt him. Tonight.
Bad. I don't know.
Well, that's what you came to the club to do, isn't it? Hunt down and kill Tony Huber's murderer.
How'd you know?
You're not the only one who can ask questions. It's all right. I'm glad you showed up. Now we must act. Meet me at the stable at midnight. Until then, be discreet. The others could only slow us down.
All right. Tonight it is.
What rough beast slouches towards the hunt, its prey to be undone.
Don't, you're creeping me out.
Am I? I have a tendency to do that to people. How are the clothes?
I feel like Lord fucking Byron.
Nonsense. You look better than he ever did. And you'll need that extra warmth tonight.
We don't ride much in the States.
We are not taking the horses. It's too dangerous to ride at night.
I suppose you have a plan?
We need to corner him. The best place is the ravine.
I think I'd better run defense.
I'm sure you have your own methods. But if I were you, I would keep close.
Stay right behind me.
He definitely is taking charge.
Friedrich, I heard something.
Yeah, go off on your own, Gabe. That's a good plan.
Friedrich! Damn it! Friedrich! Friedrich!
Finally, gameplay again. Save here. Save would save it's fine. Okay. Actually, I need to step away for a second. I will be right back. back.
That's me, Gabe.
Dead end.
That was not the right I guess we don't need to play Gabriel 3 after all. Yeah, that was pretty gruesome. I think it would have been cool if that thing emanated some sort of while he was doing that. But technology from the 90s. What can you do? And no, I don't think that would have worked if that was an look very intense when you do Saving is actually not a bad idea. Save. Let's do a separate save. Thank you for the idea. It was really good. There we go. North of the ravine. Ooh, that's not good.
You must do it!
Shoot him. Why didn't Gabriel shoot him? Oh, come on, guys. It's an adventure game, not a shooter. Silly people.
Guess my secret's out. I'm obviously not a hunter. This shit sickens me.
You're less experienced than I thought. But not for long, I'm sure. Oh, it's the wound. We need to clean it.
Guess he got me. Fuck. Fuck! Wait a minute. I shot him. You made me shoot him. I'm okay. Oh, Christ. Thank God you made me shoot him.
Come on. We'll fix you up in the lodge. And I'll drive you back to Munich in the morning. I think you've done enough hunting for one trip.
So if he killed the Alpha Wolf, Gabriel is completely safe and fine. Everything is fine. Another wacky gray stream.
Beware the Black Wolf.
You must do it! Two wolves are missing from the zoo.
An alpha werewolf cannot harm the bedtime with his own hand.
No! No!
Yeah. Yeah. The body hole. This is the body hole. And another secret hidey hole.
Tell her to put this with my heart without hurting.
Gabriel! Get out!
You have a visitor.
That was a lot of stuff that happened. Sleep up. Chapter 6. No, wrong keyboard again. Always the wrong keyboard. Okay, we're definitely going to end it here because we've still got a whole chapter to go. That took took a while to get through, but I thought that was really, really good. And I definitely wanted to get to the end of that chapter. Yeah, this was very intense. This game has a bit of a slow start, but once it starts going, it definitely goes. Yes, I did save. I saved a chapter 6 save, so we're good to go there. So thank you everybody for coming. I'm glad that you had a good time. Let's see about finding somebody to raid. Oh, let's see. So Alan's on and Rowan is on. Nobody else that I know is on. I think I've raided Alan a couple of times. Might as well just raid Rowan, because Rowan doesn't get a lot of views or anything, or a lot of followers. So yeah, think I might as well raid Rowan. Again, thanks everybody for coming. Really appreciate it. And I'm probably gonna stream again at some point, maybe mid next week. Next weekend streaming might not happen due to some other things going on. We'll see. Next time I stream, we will definitely finish this game out, and then probably be able to start Gabriel Knight 3, provided I have all of the technical bugs worked out on that. Yeah, that's about it. Let's do us a raid, and thanks again, everybody.